Welcome back to Active Sports TV, where we keep you current on all sports media and just keep you relevant, man, on everything that's going on. And today, we got an exclusive breaking news coming to you right now live. Skip Bayless no longer with FS1 Undisputed? Say it ain't so, man. Say it ain't so. So, what we're going to go ahead and unpack it. Go ahead and give you my opinion and how I feel about it. And pretty much we're gonna start with, am I shocked about it? Knowing that Skip Bayless have been, a sports analyst for quite some time, when it comes to being on the media stage, sports media stage, he's one of the upper echelon guys who have done it and been around it for quite some time as a journalist. I believe he's followed the Dallas Cowboys, kept up with them, and reported on them for quite some time. Skip Bayless also had reported on the Chicago Bulls, followed them, and did articles on Michael Jordan. He's a very polished journalist, and has opened a lot of doors, and have been an ambassador to just the sports media world in general. So just to give you a full scoop on what I know about Skip Bayless, um, that he has. When I came across Skip Bayless, he was on ESPN First Take. I seen him with like Jamel Hill and Stephen A. Smith and Rob Parker, and so on and so forth. It was very entertaining. Um, my favorite show. It actually got me into just the debate scene and just the sports coverage in general. It pretty much set me on my way to do what I'm doing right now, which is giving you guys content and just keeping up and pretty much being a journalist of the sports media and what's going on in sports. I will have to say that a little bit goes, credit goes to Skip Bayless on that. So I would like to thank him and him, just being out there and paving the way. Um, as far as also with opening the doors for other black journalists like Stephen A. Smith. Uh, Also, he had like Rob Parker, um, the most famous and most iconic guy of them all, which I was going to get to, is Shannon Sharp, who he pretty much brought along with him over to FS1 Undisputed. And I believe that's where we had seen the one of the greatest moments that sports media has seen in quite some time when them guys became a duo and took off the way that they did. They really gave uh, ESPN First Take a run for their money. And with Shannon personality and with Skip pushback and you know craze with LeBron James and Dallas Cowboy takes and overall Tom Brady being his biggest fanatic. It made for great entertainment, and it made people like myself tune in and keep up with the show. But one thing about Skip, we can't give him his flowers and say all the good without about Skip without saying the bad. Along Skip's journeys, he pretty much became quite repetitive in his takes, kind of targeting certain athletes and a little going a little too overboard in certain people's opinion, myself included, when it came to the Westbrook fiasco, the constant trying to diminish his talent and just what he's contributed so far to the game. I was not with that. as well as the back and forth, the heated debates that kind of got a little personal at times with him and Shannon Sharp on Undisputed at times. So we seen the writing on the wall. We seen that Skip was kind of really like in his own way, um, driven by basically, trying to be a narcissist and always trying to be right, and you know, not giving just due when just due is supposed to be given. And now we see, leading up to now, currently, it wasn't in his best interest to have that type of personality and to carry yourself that way, and to disrespect one of the main contributors, if not the main factor, the main benefiting factor to uh, the show Undisputed. I feel like it got real messy, it got real childish, and all on the part at times of Skip not just being a bigger man and willing to apologize and admit when wrong. As men, we all have to do that at times. As big as we like to look at ourselves and present ourselves in public, we all have to be mindful and understanding that we can do things wrong. We can rub people the wrong way. So it doesn't do us no good. Just keeping a one track mind and feeling like we is our way or the highway. You see no benefit later on down the line by doing that, and Skip being as old as he is and as seasoned as he is, and being in that world of journalism, um, he should have been quite aware of that. It was more so my way or the highway, and you see now it's the highway. FS1 is deciding to go into a different direction, instead of keeping Skip on the show. His position is now vacated. I'm interested to see who will fulfill his position on the show, along with Keyshawn and Paul Pierce. Um, it will be something to definitely pay attention to. Um, I'm gonna be quite honest. Ever since Shannon Sharp left the show and the way that he left the show, it rubbed me the wrong way. I had been stopped really keeping up with the show when it was getting really redundant with the Russell Westbrook slander and all of that. It started getting real repetitive with the LeBron takes and the Lakers. So I had been, kind of not tuning in to the Undisputed as much as I was beforehand, and definitely when the departure of Shannon and Skip took place, I didn't stop, watching it pretty much entirely. So like I said, this goes out to everyone. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You got a good thing going. Make sure you cherish it. Make sure you hold on to it. And I mean, because it's better to do so than to be ungrateful and then watch, yourself spaz, or watch yourself, lose something that could have been quite avoidable, if you were to get outside of yourself. So in all walks of life, let this be a lesson to everyone. Don't get too big headed. I mean, even if you are the star and you're the leading player, it's okay to allow others to shine. I mean, the light can be big enough for both. Sometimes your light's gonna dim a little bit to allow someone else's to shine, but at moments in time, you may benefit from that, in the long run, as well as you are yourself. You still have your own stardom. You don't never have to be insecure to the fact of that, especially when you polish and accomplish like a Skip Bayless, who have pretty much done it all in the sports media field when it comes to being an overall just journalist. I mean, it's not too many people that can even compete or compare. So to see this be the way that you have to, you know, you know, leave the leave your career, possibly retire behind it, is really like a not a good look, man. It's pretty sad on your part, and hopefully you can do some soul searching, and you can either you make the decision and you decide whether this is gonna be your last run at it, or you may decide to do things different, come back to the tables with something else, and be a little bit more entertaining, and bring some guys that's gonna help you push that along the way. But as of now, Skip Bayless is no longer with FS1 Undisputed. They are gonna move into a different direction. Uh, I'm interested, like I said again, who they're gonna fulfill that position with, and put in Skip's absence. Um, Possibly they saying Nick Wright. They do that. I mean, I don't see the show getting any better or getting more popular or getting more views by having him and his takes, his outlandish takes on there. Um, More of a shock jockey type thing. Like, I don't care to watch if that's the case. Max Kellerman. Um, I don't know. As far as new blood out there, you got like who's part of the ESPN thing. Maybe Richard Jefferson. I don't know if he's that accomplished or that well rounded in all sports to probably take on that. But their names out there. So we just gonna keep up with it. We're gonna stay tuned on what happens next. But as far as right now, Skip Bayless will not be with FS1 going forward. Um, Interesting to see what they do with the show. They have now removed his name off the show, and like I said, it's crazy, man. Everything evolves, man. Everything changes and grows to be something else. When Undisputed came on about 5-6 years ago, we all thought that was the show of the future, and it was gonna be here just as long as First Take. And now that it is pretty much a whole new scenery over there with a whole new you know with a whole new cast over there. It's gonna be something to watch or keep close attention to. So we're gonna go ahead and end this video on that note. Uh, you guys go ahead and have a wonderful night. You know who you're tuning in to at the moment in time. And if you watch this video and ain't hit the subscribe button, what you doing? I'm putting in the work. I'm keeping you informed. This is what we do over here. All I'm asking for you to do is hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Comment if you didn't like what I did. If I said something wrong and you didn't like my take, comment. If you did like it, comment, and let me know what I can do better, man, and what you want to hear from me next. But this is Active Sports TV, and we are out of here. Peace.